Hello everyone, welcome back to Roll, and welcome to the first ever Fan Run Friday. Today's fan, FireTheMan9898. Alright, hypothetical, 10, 11, 12 dice that use run multiplier and less than 6 and 1500x from less than 13 multipliers. Well, let's see if we can get that going, shall we? So the very first thing we're going to need is the numbers 10, 11 and 12. It was 10, 11, 12, wasn't it? Because 13 is obviously higher than numbers less than 13. That's how counting works. So the very first thing we want to do is make those numbers. Then, after that's done, we can make a couple of our faces into larger numbers so that those can be used to generate wealth for us. And then after, after that, we can see about getting everything else that we need to make the run go where we want it to. So this is 8. So 8 and 5 is 13, so that's too much. So we'll stick that there. Fetch another. As soon as anything is bigger than a 6 on a die, my brain just completely stops, because I'm used to seeing a D&D D20 with all the numbers written numerically. So 9 plus 5 is too much. So clearly we've just had too many 5s. So here's some smaller stuff. Let's take a 3. Probably make some use of that to make 10, 11 or 12, can't we? Alright, this is 10. 9 and 3 makes 12. Let's take another 3 over here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Alright, we've got the 3 that we need. Now we can spend our time building up the other faces, and let's just do these two, because then I won't complicate things and accidentally screw up the numbers that we need to keep lower than 13. Of course, if you guys, throughout any point of the week, see something you think, I want to see that done, I have this idea for a strategy, put it down below, and I'll see if I can go about executing it. Of course, no guarantees that we'll get all the stuff that we want, all the stuff that we need. But there's no reason we can't give it another go on Saturday. Friday is just the jumping off point for us. Start of the weekend. So these numbers, we're going to get up to 97. And then once we've done that, we can purchase other dice, and there is the die modifier that lets you move one face onto another face. So what we'll then do is move the 10, 11 and 12 over to their own respective dice, or possibly buy those numbers on those other dice when we get there if that's easier. That opportunity may well present itself. And we'll put those over onto the periphery so that we can keep our center dice being our main money maker until we can get the run multiplier. Then once we've got run multipliers going, we can kind of do whatever else we want with the remaining 2 dice just to see what we can do in terms of score generation. But we'll cross that bridge when it comes. I am excited for someday. I expect we'll get more updates with more faces, because the game is by no means locked into the state that it's going to be. And hopefully there'll be some other builds that can kind of compete on similar levels to the big lottery runs. There have been musings of things like numbers less than 13 acting factorially, which is to say a factorial number is, say you had 10 factorial, that would be 10 times 9 times 8 times 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. and then you take whatever result you have. So if you could imagine runs like this, where the runs are numbers less than 13, applying the top number as a factorial multiplier or something, the values could get very large, especially when you mix that in with all the other passives that are available. I would like to see one where, say you had a run 92 to 98. So that's 7 numbers, 8 numbers. But however many numbers it is, you not only get the whole thing multiplied by the highest number in the run if you have run multiplier, it also multiplies by the number of different run numbers in that run. I think a lot could be done with that, because then you would try and get 99 dice, each with one of the numbers 1 through 99 present on the dice, but on all of the faces of that dice. Die. We are speaking about an individual. I think that would be really interesting to see just how big a run you could produce, having it multiply by the length of the run as well as the largest number in the run. But who knows what else could come. What would you guys like to see? If you could see anything added with regards to die faces or passives or multipliers, what do you think would be interesting to change how combos and high scores are produced? Because it's easy to think of these things that are kind of versions of what already exist, enunciate, but to come up with things that are completely unique that would have a wonderful impact would be really interesting. But obviously it's harder to think of the really unique stuff. Yep, that's fine. Brain totally forgot what number we were working towards. Like, what if you had a die face, and some of them were left arrows, some of them were up arrows, right arrows, or down arrows, and whenever you rolled that die face, something happens to the die directly to the left or above or whatever orientation, but then you could like chain them along like a maze. What would happen then? Or if you could get it to loop back round to itself or something. I have no idea how it would work or what it would do. It just seems like an interesting thing to try and construct in my head. Right, we're slowly getting towards 2,000 rolls remaining, which is where we typically expect to start moving away from this purchasing part that we often skip over, but not always. And we will see what else we want to do after we get to the second shop. I'm also excited for Luck Be a Landlord to come out of early access. I played it when it was incredibly early access, before they had the apartment floors and the tiered system and stuff, and I was like, this is too early for me, and I put it down and I haven't been back since. I think I might have even got it refunded very early because it was just too early a state for me, but I intend to buy it again when it comes out in full, even if it costs me more money, and I'm excited to see what big combos and things can be done there as well. I'm tempted to not go to 93. Should it be 97? Have I even screwed that up in my brain? I think I have. I think I want 97, not 93. So let's fix that first. then back to the other face. And then what I mustn't forget to do is remember the entire goal of the run in the first place and not get my brain completely sidetracked and go, okay, let's just go for a high score. That's not the intent. At least we've got some big die face to purchase. Get us there a little bit more quickly. I think we can commit one of our dice to being a shop reroller adder when they become available. Because if we've got 3 dice being the 10, 11, 12 run, 1 with our 97s for the initial scoring, the other extra die can take on the role of trying to get us rerolls, in the fact that we're going to need to search quite hard for run multiplier to get that to work, otherwise we've got nothing else going on. Alright, 12 more. I think 5 and 4 and 3 makes 12. Alright, that bit is done. Let's upgrade that shop. Please, please upgrade the shop. So we get another dice. Right, is there anything we want now? None of this, I don't think. We're looking for 6 times 1 rerollers for that center die. We could just do it in individual faces. I have no idea how much less efficient that is. But I'll stick one on the 97, just to begin with. Or should I be looking on tier 3 of shop? These are the things that my brain can never remember. I don't have all the important stuff committed to memory. Let's just upgrade to the next tier. We'll look there. Right, let's turn off all the blobs for a minute. I know some people like to see it, but I know it irritates the eyes of some, so we'll turn that off until the late game, perhaps. Alright, we've got another dice. Now we've got a lot more to work with. I'll take a 4x for one of our 97s. We don't need locks for anything here. Still looking for 6 times 1 rerolls. Lotto faces are not what we're after today. Come on, give me some rerolls. I'll take 6 times 2. It's not ideal, but we can't stay here forever. Basically, having more rerolls increases the cost of shop stuff fairly dramatically, I think. So, are we able to find... Oh, look at that. Look at that. That's very cruel. Alright, we'll pick some of those up just because we can. I was about to say, can we find die face movers? And I don't think we can. So let's go up to tier 4 now. So this we do want. And what we can actually do with this +6, over here, if we aim for 10, 11, 12, just because that's how I want it to be in my brain, we'll put a 6 on 6 here. That makes 12, and then we can set all dice faces on that die to 12. So that's one done. No 99s reroll is nice, but not as necessary because we're not doing lots of stuff with locks today. And 77,000, I think we just rolled to 20,000 for that. 77 seems like it's going to be a lot. $10, $20. Maybe it's not as many. Alright, we've committed now. Get everything re-rolling twice until we worry about getting it re-rolling 3 times later. Otherwise the rest of this I don't think we need. A +5 we can actually take, and a shop refresh adder we will take as well. Did I click it? I did. It's 41,000. So I am going to put that up top, and then we'll have to do 11 down on the bottom die. But what we can do is if we take this +5, 5 and 5 here makes 10. Then we can set all die faces to that later. This is moving the entire die, not just the die face. But we do want both of these. Factor 18 when we're only going to have 5 die is going to be good for us. Although I'm worried we've now got into the spending too highly without having enough return stage too early. Particularly when we don't have our run set up yet, even, or the highest shop tier yet. So we do want numbers divisible by 5 because 10 is going to be part of our run. 10 is divisible by 5. We do want to set all die faces on that left die to 10. Now we need to get that next shop upgrade for the last die, otherwise we're never going to be able to make an 11 down there. There's a move face, but we can take a 6 and put a 6 on a 5 to make an 11 far more cheaply. Then we want to set all faces there to that. Passive Hunter I will absolutely take. He says, how much is this? Not, okay, we're nearly there. Nearly there. Not stopping to find shop refresh adders is probably one of the mistakes I've made in this whole construction. Non-standard multiples is not an important part of this. Prime faces we want. There's dice, dice, dice that we were looking for early yesterday. Triple rerolls we will take. Everything currently has doubles because we have fewer than 5 dice or no 99s or something. But what do we want to have triples? Probably this die that's going to be full of 11s. Once it is full of 11s and we have fewer than 6 dice bonuses and all the rest of that stuff going. There's set all die faces. So we've got 10s, 11s, and 12s. Now we need run multiplier and all of the other passives we need, basically. So we want to look for stuff that we can buy relatively cheaply, which this might have been a bit of an excess, just so that we can get more free rerolls. No 99s, 100% we want. And then I should really think about doing more with this top dice, because that's not doing anything for us now. Really, I should have made it all 97s or something far earlier. I'm not going to play with wilds right now. Add previous roll to rolls seems worthwhile at 400,000. It's not a lottery kind of day. All numeric faces being worth 10 times as much. All non-numeric faces will have no effect or value. Right now for us, the only thing that we would lose is the shop refresh adder. And we now have passive hunter. So on this occasion, because we're not doing anything with lotteries or 10x previous roll multipliers or anything, I think we can actually give this a go. So when we find large numbers here now, we'll want to try and add some of that. No weights 200% bonus we want. Actually, what we can do, if we face swap one of these 97s up to here, next time we see a set all die faces, we can set those to 97s. Perfect square we'll take just so we don't see it anymore. Also get 2 rerolls out of it. These are more expensive than I would like. Rerolls increased by 50% we want, as well do we want those guys up there. So now you can be all 97. You can be all 97. We probably want 6 times triple rerollers on anything that doesn't currently have it. We already have enough to afford another one of those. So our earning potential has skyrocketed. We just still don't have run multiplier. Top 3 we want. 6 times rerolls we also want. So you've got triplicate, you're in triplicate, you're in single. Let's get you in triplicate because you're the big numbers. We don't want to turn all of our 10s into 15s, that would break stuff. Die increase on less than 6 dice we don't want. I don't think we've seen any of the big less than 13 bonuses yet either. So we're still hunting for a lot of the passives that are pertinent to the strategy. Single set of a kind will work out for us right now because we have 2 97s that will always be there. You need re-rolling in triplicate. The rest we can leave. And suddenly everything got real expensive. prime triple rerolls. We already have universal triple rerolls, so we don't need that. Numbers divisible by 5 get 200 extra %. We want that because we have 10s. Attached faces stacking we can probably invest in. It will also give us more rerolls. And so I'm actually going to put these, rather than putting them on the 97s, I'm going to put them on the 12s for when we get the run multiplier working. Really, I guess I should put them on the 11s because they'll get the prime bonuses as well. Single set of a kind for 300% more will work out for us. Numbers less than 13, 1000%. Absolutely. I'll take a 5x. Let's just start throwing numbers around. There's merit to having one thing at 99x, but when we're not doing a 10 times previous roll multiplier, the exponential scaling of having one thing times 99 times 10 times 10 again isn't quite as important, I don't think. Could be very wrong. No weights, 100% bonus, we definitely want. $10x I will take, and you know what, we'll start farming that guy up to 99 then. Haven't seen any buy one get ones yet either. Would you look at that? Would you look at that? Go on then. Doubles reroll. Run multiplier. There it is. That's the one we didn't want to miss. So let's see what we can do with our last 500 rolls. Non-standard doubles we don't need. 5x, sure. Oh yeah, look at that. I got like this 15 here comes off of the 32, not the 1-4 ahead of it. That is a lot of value. Do I want to put a 10x previous roll multiplier on one of those 97s? Or even on one of the spots of the die full of 11s? Because there'll be a 1 in 6 chance that it doesn't times by 12 for the highest number in the run. But then there'll be a 1 in 6 chance of it rolling after something else. So I think that's actually beneficial to stick down here. Because 1 in 6 times it will break the run, but 1 in 6 times it will multiply a whole run by 10. So we miss out on 1, but we get 10 back in rebate. Does that make sense? Or have I just really gone off the wall? Right. Rerolls being worth 100% more. Absolutely. 10x more of this. Absolutely. What else can we do? Kilo weights, absolutely not. Plus 5x more here. We could put a 5x up top on the 97s, because the 97s are currently benefiting from doubles bonuses, but then 5x would multiply everything else that's going on. Rerolls we don't need, the rest of that we don't need. Doubles bonus 100%? Why yes, yes I will. 10x goes here. There's another 5x. I don't think we need it though. Although, place the die face of your choice to the multiplier. No, because did we ever buy non-standard multipliers, or did I just skip over it every time? I think I skipped over it every time because we're not going to have any non-standard multipliers apart from... Oh wait, I'm really dumb. I'm really dumb. Right? Because we bought numeric bonus. So the 5x I bought was completely wasted, and as soon as possible we should rectify that because it's a non-numeric face. It can't actually gain us any benefit. So that's on me. Lottery failure reroll is no use to us. Yahtzee reroll, we're not ever rolling a Yahtzee. Doubles bonus 50% more, yes. 10x becomes free, which is lush. Also, the 10x previous roll multiplier that I bought is also doing nothing for us, which I also feel daft about. So we should omit those as fast as possible. Add half die quantity, I think doesn't break everything. I need to set all die faces to the same face again, please. Right, 50% weight bonus. We don't have any weights, we're not going to get any benefit, but it is 2 rerolls to us. There's set all die faces. So we'll obviously do that down here for the 11 that takes part of the 10, 11, 12 run first. Fix my prior mistake. And then these we definitely don't want. There's non-standard multiples again, but again, we don't need non-standard multiples because non-standard things can't benefit us. There's another 10x. How big is that guy gone? 80. There's 90. Let's fix this 97's up here. I wonder if there's anything to be said for, instead of having the 97s being doubled as a pair, the 11s being doubled as a pair. Because the 11s are taking part in the run. Yeah, I should have thought of that sooner as well. So if we get a chance to, I will move an 11 and then set a second die face to be all 11s. And then even with the other face, maybe set one to be all 12s as well or something. But we can't make use of this until we move one of them. Why not get a triples bonus and go for triple 11s? Is that a terrible idea? I don't know. We'll find out if I ever manage to pull it off. We're slowly running out of rerolls. So we are going to move one of these 11s to here. Then we want to set that to be all 11s as fast as possible. Thank you. That did not take long. Then we can take another 10x. That puts this up to 99, where it caps out. So now we want to see another movement face. Fewer than 6 die, 500%, absolutely. That's going to be huge for us. This is a 10. But 10 is not 11. But I guess we can put that up here. And then if we find a +1 or something, why not? Do we want to start adding 5x's and 10x's to a different die face now? Why not another 11, right? Let's buy 4-leaf clovers because it's not going to negatively impact us and we'll get re-rolls out of it. No weights triple reroll would have been great a fair while ago now, but it's too late because everything else just has manually applied triple rerolls. And it's incredibly expensive. There's a +7. +7 doesn't do anything for me in trying to make a tiny die number, does it? Unfortunately. Double your highest dice. Absolutely, yes please and thank you. For 1, I will reset this bottom die to being all 11s again until we can then amend the top die. There's the face swap we wanted, so we're going to steal one of these guys. We'll do it from the die that doesn't have the 99 on it. Pop it there. Then we want to make that all 11s as well, at our nearest convenience. That was pretty convenient. So say goodbye to the 97s. They served us well, getting us to here. No weights reroll, Yahtzee bonuses are not things that really benefit us, but they definitely don't negatively impact us, and we can get more rerolls again. So is there anything else that is not as it needs to be? This needs to be an 11 again. But we've already purchased this. Oh look, a +1. That's hilarious. Right, the value of all numeric faces divisible by 2. Our dice with 10s gets an extra 50%. It's definitely worthwhile. Then attached multiplier stack isn't going to do anything for us. Roll a prime number, re-roll it, less than 13, re-roll it. We can start bumping up this 11 again. And this run is actually going to have a more impactful thought about when we stop spending and roll out for score. Because with lottos, you're just trying to always kind of hit that perfect roll right as you finish the run. Whereas this, we're kind of looking to exhaust the passives that we can buy and then roll out thereafter. Here's a question. Is there any reason we shouldn't put glue on the faces that contain the ×99s? Because these guys, the value of rerolled dice are increased by the bonus percentage. I don't know if glue breaks these. But something being worth 100x, 100% some of the time, or always having those faces that are worth 99 times appearing. Let's try it. So we're going to put glue on here. And we'll see if that changes things. The value of all numeric faces will be multiplied. Do we have that inversion in times 10? That's the same thing. So we want an extra times 5 out of that. That's no harm to us at all. So we should try and purchase that. I don't think the glue has harmed us. So theoretically we could try and do the same here if we get this one up to 99 as well. And then if they get a bonus from triples, it will always be the 99s, or the times 99s, getting that bonus as well. So let's go all out here. The next time we find some glue, we'll glue that face down as well. And hope this doesn't break the system again as well. Any of this we want? Don't think so. All in would break the run, obviously. This we can buy just to look for more rerolls. All single face multipliers will now target your 2 highest. We don't have any single face multipliers. That doesn't mean we can't buy it for the rerolls. Big spender would break because all other passives will have no effect. We definitely don't want that. Scavenger can't hurt if it's not too expensive. Certainly isn't. I'm going to avoid dice just out of paranoia. There's another BOGO. Lottery failure rerolls just because we can get it out of the pool and get more refreshers. Non-standard multiples we don't need. More re-rolling we don't need. We'll take the others. We'll try and get both of these to 99 in total. Is that 88 there, I think I saw? $96, 3 more there. 5 will do. Right, is there anything else that we want to buy or need to buy? We could try and do the same thing. Can we tell on these dice? They've obviously been re-rolled. And it seems the first one is 4 and some zeros. Then the next one Is the next one the one with the glue, or just previous rolls changing it? And then the last one. The last one has the 11 times 96, so that's where the glue comes in. Yeah, you can see it says glued. 11 times 99 attach multiplier, plus 11 previous numeric value, plus 2 half die quantity, plus 100 triple bonus, plus 800% prime bonus, plus 1000% less than 13 bonus, 500% 6 die bonus, 150% reroll bonus. We do get the reroll bonus if we have glued something down. That is great to know. So then, do we start trying to get another 11 to 99x in triplicate with glue? Because unless there's any passives that we're missing, there's basically nothing else for us to be spending our money on. We'll buy a BOGO because it will make 3 things free, and these 2 10x's may well be one of those. There you go. I'll have to buy the other one as standard. So we can't even turn one of our die into a 20% times a quarter because we have 10 times numeric faces. Non-numeric faces have no value. So I think if we can get 500% for less than 13, there's one of the ones that's been eluding us, and we get an extra 20 times for free off the back of that. I was about to say, apart from making that top die times 99, there's nothing else for us to buy and benefit from. Then we got that wonderful extra passive. Oh yes, that's what we like to see. We'll take both of those. We'll buy the more expensive one first. Did not make the one free, which is a shame. Right, now we're just gonna go through the rest of our rerolls looking for anything that's really pertinent. And if we don't find anything more, we'll start thinking about rolling out. It's all runs, Yahtzees and lottery stuff now, isn't it? I'm hoping I just rerolled past Prime's reroll, not some kind of Prime's multiply. Lottery, lottery, Yahtzees, Prime's reroll, die quantity adder, non-standard multiples, up by 5, face multipliers, more BOGOs. No, that's big spender, we definitely don't want that. Increases, wild adjacencies, increases, weights, runs. I think we must surely have all of the passives we could benefit from now, so I guess it just leaves us to roll out. See how much money we can get ourselves. I think we've basically capped the earning potential of a 10, 11, 12 run multiplier. We'll stop at 200 rolls just to see what's going on with our rerolls, because we will get our standard rerolls for passing 100 incrementers, or even 33 because we have scavenger. But we must surely have pretty much every passive that we could want. Let's put the pips on. Those are some chunky pips. So if this number gets up to 10, we're even going to get close. 8. 8-6. 9-6. 9-7. There's a huge difference when we don't hit the glues. Oh, come on, you can do it. Yep, so we got to E16 with this build. So, there you are, FireTheMan9898. I hope you have enjoyed seeing your idea come to fruition, and I hope you will recommend me something else to do, as I hope will the rest of you. But until then, thank you ever so much for watching. If you're enjoying the series, please do consider subscribing or hitting that like button. If you have any questions or comments, you can put them down below. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.